Hi, my name is Alberto, and welcome to the channel. This is a channel where we talk about all things self-improvement, becoming the best version of yourself, and just crafting a life for us that we want to live, living life on your own terms, and doing so from a spiritual lens. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I'm also very passionate on, and that something is cold showers. Now you're probably looking at me like I got two heads when I mention cold showers, right? Yeah, I take cold showers. And I know that sounds crazy. That may sound crazy to a lot of you, right? Because the first thing that pops into your head is you're probably thinking, cold showers, cold showers. Why would anyone in their right mind want to take a cold shower, baby? Hot showers where it's at, warm showers where it's at. And I agree with you. That is where it's at. I love my hot showers. I love my warm showers. But it's cold showers with just like NoFap. It's transformed my life, and I don't say that lightly. The thing about cold showers is you don't do it because you like cold showers. Nobody likes a cold shower. And it's that very same element that makes cold showers so powerful. What do I mean by this? So, the reason why cold showers change people's lives, and it's changed my life especially, is simply due to the fact that cold showers they put you in a situation where you're extremely uncomfortable. I'll tell you guys, cold showers suck. I don't like cold showers. But why do I do them? It's because they make me uncomfortable. I know that doesn't make sense, but hear me out. This is what cold showers do for you. This is the baseline for the average American, right? Because we live in a world that is abundant with luxuries, pleasures, and one complaint can get you whatever it is that you want in this world. Your baseline's right here. Your tolerance for discomfort, it's pretty low, right? This is why so many people, if you bump into them and they drop their cup of coffee, they're going to explode on you. They're very reactive. A lot of people have this knee-jerk reaction sort of, operating system, and they're polarized. And that's because their baseline is down here. Any little bit of discomfort sets them off just like that. What cold showers does, it bumps that baseline to the roof, baby. And here's why. You're putting yourself in a situation where you're literally freezing your ass off. It sucks. It's terrible. And if the water's cold enough, you're screaming like a little girl, right? It's terrible. But here's the thing. Because you've had an experience, you've gone through a situation that is so uncomfortable, so unpleasant, your baseline is up here. And anything else that you encounter throughout the rest of your day, chances are it will pale in comparison to what you experienced that morning. And if you do this ritualistically every morning for about a month, your baseline will be so high, your tolerance for small BS things that doesn't really matter, it's through the roof. Nothing will be able to bother you for the most part, right? And I've had experience with this, This is why I'm talking about this, because it works, right? Let me just give you guys a little story. First, I want to talk about my experience with cold showers and how that eventually led to me discovering the true superpowers that cold showers really have for everybody. It's not just me, it's not just men, it's not just women, it's everybody. When I started to take a cold shower, it was rough. It was not easy. It sucked. It was terrible. I was so cold. The water was so cold. And I did this in the middle of winter too. So the pipes were freezing, right? I was so cold. I screamed. I screamed like a little girl. It was really embarrassing, dude, And luckily no one was around, no one had to hear that. But, oh man, that was so uncomfortable. I put the water on full blast, on the coldest of the coldest temperatures. And but I did it, you know, even though like I even got a headache afterwards because the water was so damn cold. And it was kind of a bad experience because I was shivering afterwards, but my head felt pretty clear, afterwards. And I decided to say, you know what, let me give this another shot. Let me break into this. Maybe going into it just right away isn't the best way to go about it. Let me break myself into it. And so I discovered, that the Scottish shower, better known as the James Bond shower, is where you take a full shower, hot, cold, whatever. I mean, hot, warm, right? You do that, and at the end, when you're finished, you just dial the water to cold. And you just stand there for a couple minutes. I started working towards having the transition from hot showers to cold showers. And after about doing that for a little while, I was finally able to work myself up to the point to take just a raw cold shower from beginning to end, head to toe, all cold water. And it was never easy, And keep in mind, like I said, I started to do this in the dead middle of winter. So the water was like extra cold. And I kept doing this because I felt pretty good in the morning. I wasn't thinking of anything else. Because remember, you're freezing your ass off. The only thing you're thinking about is getting out of that water. Bills, problems, nothing is in your mind. And interestingly, I just started to do this on my own. I didn't do any research about combining the two. But after I started to really get cold showers down to the T, I started to implement meditation as well into my morning practices. So it would be about 5 to 10 minute cold shower, followed up by a 5 to 15 minute meditation. Oh my goodness. I was so grounded throughout my days. It was unbelievable. Nobody could ruin my mood. It was like I had this emotional wall, this barrier that negativity could not penetrate through. I got to tell you a story because I think that's the best way for me to describe it. I used to be a valet attendant, and one of the places that I used to work was a hospital. And keep in mind, a hospital is not a place for happy people. A lot of sick people. Some people are dying. Most people don't want to be there. And this was about a month after doing cold showers every morning and meditating right afterwards. And for the most part, I felt pretty good, but it wasn't like I felt like I activated superpowers or anything. Well, there was this one day where I was on the job and there was this woman, and I didn't interact with her prior. I didn't fetch her car, I didn't sell her anything, nothing. This woman approaches me as I'm walking around the work area, and she starts unloading, just dumping all this negative energy, this emotional baggage onto me. She's just pouring it onto me, and it's out of nowhere, right? She's just, I understand people, we all have our problems and issues and, our inner demons and all that stuff. And I understand this. And she's unloading all this stuff out of nowhere. And I don't know what to do, right? I'm about to say, Miss, do you want to speak to my manager, right? But she's just talking nonstop, screaming at me at the top of her lungs, like in my face. She's in my face. And wow, I did not feel anything. I was so surprised. It's like all this negative, this projection of negative energy that she was just tossing my way. She could not penetrate this emotional barrier that I had around me, And I don't know. It's like she could not ruin my mood. I stood there and I just listened to her. The mouth is moving, words are coming in one ear, and I hear what she's saying and I understand what she's saying. but she's not ruining my mood whatsoever. You know, if someone were to startle you or like start swearing at you, you know, you would start to feel kind of hurt. You know, you feel like you're being assaulted or attacked emotionally or energetically, whatever you want to say. I did not feel that. No, that was not present whatsoever. I wasn't so surprised by her just coming out of nowhere and screaming at me. I was surprised that she could not disturb my mood, you know? I was just neutral. I was like a stone, like a rock. And that's when I realized the power of cold showers, the power of meditation. It's an absolute beautiful thing. I was so grounded. This woman could not ruin my mood. She couldn't, no matter how hard she tried. And, you know, cold showers really ground you. They make your tolerance for discomfort so high, it's like nothing can really bother you. It's an awesome thing, you know, and it's a secret superpower. It's a secret tool that many successful people use, surprisingly, depending on who you ask. You know, entrepreneurs use it, high-level people use it, celebrities use it, you know. Use it, man. Try cold showers. Again, I know, you know, I'm not trying to sell you on the idea of cold showers. I'm just presenting you my experience and why I love cold showers so much. It's impacted my life in so many ways, you know. Things don't bother me as much anymore, if at all. You know, the smallest things that may trigger you, they don't set you off anymore. They don't set me off, you know, and it's a really beautiful thing. And it looks like the sun is setting, so I think we're gonna cut it here, guys. But, you know, leave a comment. You know, what do you think about cold showers? You know, I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say. Did you learn anything new? Are you gonna try it? Leave a comment, guys. I'd really love to hear what you have to say. But with that, guys, like I said, the sun is setting. That's my cue. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Again, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. You know, this is a channel where we talk all things self-improvement, becoming the best version of yourself, and living the life that really resonates with you. And we do so here from a spiritual lens. Again, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And in my native tongue, I say, ha home.